If somebody rapes you, and I say God forbid again, if somebody rapes you and tells you never ever tell anyone, and if you try, I will kill you, just you cooperate, okay? Because somebody who can rape you is a very dangerous person, and they can kill you any moment, okay? So you just cooperate, and you tell them, I'll never tell anybody. But immediately you get home, immediately you get to someone you trust, just report, okay? Because just in case that person was sick or had like HIV or some other infections, you'll be taken to hospital immediately. So the first thing, if such a thing happens, you cooperate, okay? They tell you never to tell anyone, just tell them. You tell them what?
Okay.
I will never tell you.
Yeah. You tell them, I'll never tell anybody, okay? I'll keep it a secret. It's between me and you. But the moment you get home to that somebody you trust, you report immediately, okay? Never get that fear. Never, usiwahi ogopa mtu, okay? The moment you get to that person you trust, okay, you report. Are we together?
Yes.
Can we take a short break?
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's tough for you. Hi guys, welcome back. Celine, Lee, Val, good. Welcome back. And we have a very wonderful show. And we continue. What was our last question? Who can remember?
What we will do?
Yeah.
What we will do if we got raped and the person said do not tell anyone?
Thank you.
The advice.
Yeah, the advice. Kindly remind us what we said about the advice.
You said like when we promise that we won't. First we promise that you cooperate to the person. You say I won't tell anybody, I'll keep it a secret. But the moment you get home, you tell someone you trust like an adult, so they can go and take you for a VCT test.
Yeah,
in case that person had sickness.
Good. And I think we are good. Sawa, can you clap for yourselves for being good? Our next topic is about how do people become pregnant? Well, how do people become pregnant?
Through sexual intercourse.
Val?
Through mating.
And Celine?
Through sexual intercourse.
Good. Clap for yourselves. You're all right. After you get pregnant, or after somebody gets pregnant, what happens? Like you get pregnant, then fine. Val, tell us what happens.
Stomach starts getting big. It means that the baby is growing.
Lee?
I can't remember what this stage is called. But
just put it how.
You start going to the washrooms more than normal.
Okay. Celine?
You start eating more.
Good. And then, how do you know when it is time to get a baby? Or how do you know that the baby is ready?
When you start feeling some weird pain. When you start screaming in pain.
Celine?
You start having pains around the stomach.
Okay.
And headaches.
And headaches?
How do you know when the baby is ready to get out?
So how?
You start feeling some weird pain.
Yeah, that one we had already said. Next.
When you're screaming in pain.
And then, okay. Then what happens after that? After you start having funny pains, then you have headaches, whatever you said. What do you do next?
Getting rushed to the hospital.
Okay. And Yuli?
Okay.
Celine?
When you're rushed to the hospital, you give birth.
You're rushed to the hospital, taken to the theater,
Mm-hmm.
and
Hiya, Celine.
You are rushed to the hospital, then the nurses who helps the women to give birth, they help you to give birth.
Okay. So, how do they give birth? We are helping other parents to know what their kids knows so that they know how to handle it. Okay? So, if you don't know what you guys know, we will assume that you know everything. Sawa? And or we will assume you don't know anything. That is why we are here. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't feel ashamed. Just be honest. You are here for so many people, right?
Right.
And so, Lee?
Sleeping medicine is injected, so like they can't feel any pain. So then the operation starts. Yeah.
So for every person to give birth, they need to be operated. Is that what you're telling us?
No, like first they injected sleeping medicine so they can't feel the pain.
All of them, like every woman in the world, all of them, they have gone to hospital for child delivery, and they were all taken to the theater. Is that what you're saying?
Not all.
What about others? Celine? When they are taken to the hospital, what happens?
They give birth, and science or teacher told us that the baby comes out through the birth canal.
Yeah.
The baby is given birth through the vagina, also the birth canal.
Okay. That one, I know Val, you don't know that.
Yes, I don't know that.
See the confidence.
I'm honest, I don't know.
Okay, good. So far so good. Clap for yourselves. Now that we have heard about that. Who here at your age? Can you tell me your age again?
9, 10.
Are you ready to become parents?
No.
But why?
I'm too young. We even don't know how, like, the baby's requirements. I don't even know how to cook.
And you, Celine?
You don't know how to take care of a baby.
Yeah.
Even if Noel was small, I've never closed a diaper on him.
It's okay. So, at your age, how are you going to make it happen that you don't become a parent at your age?
Like,
Yeah.
avoiding sexual intercourse.
Learning how to say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? Yeah is not an answer. How are you going to avoid becoming parent at your age?
Not playing with boys.
No, but you can play football. You can play.
No, like, if there are a lot of boys and you're like the only girl there.
But still, you can play with them.
Pregnant.
Yes.
You avoid bad boys.
Okay.
Yeah, avoid bad boys.
No, but there are those bad boys. They cannot come and touch you when you become pregnant.
Exactly.
You cannot just play there with them. Drunk.
Do not be in one room with an opposite gender.
But you can still be in one room.
No, like, if it's one bed and you sleep on.
Well, that one is also not a problem. How did you say? How do people become pregnant in the first place? According to you, Val?
Through mating.
Okay, yeah, that's a good answer. So the only thing to avoid that is to avoid doing what?
Mating.
Thank you. Fine. Now that one is okay, and we at least we have learned a thing or two, right?
Yes.
And we have known how to protect ourselves from becoming parents at an early age, and we have learned how to report in case rape is in case a rape happens, right? Yes. We have also reminded ourselves about how babies are created in their mother's wombs. Okay, so kids are good, babies are blessings. Fine. kids are blessings in families, right?
Babies.
Yes, kids, babies, fine. They are all blessings in our families, right?
So everybody is a blessing.
And they are gifts from God, okay? But it is good to do the right thing at the right time.
In the right place. With the
Yes,
right manner.
yes, okay? Because a baby is a blessing. But when you get a baby at your age, do you call that a blessing?
No.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of a blessing.
Yeah. So you just take good care of yourselves and you do the right thing at the right time, okay?
The right
Yeah, and you watch
the right manner.
you watch your steps, you watch whoever you are engaging yourself with, and it is not everyone who is good. It is not everyone who can be trusted, okay? And as I said earlier, we have some other evil fathers who rape their kids. We have some evil uncles who rape their nieces and also their nephews. Nowadays, it's not only girls who are unsafe, even boys. Yes. And the thing to note is, if anything happens, if somebody, we also have big girls or mature girls who do some bad things to boys. Okay? So, the good thing to know is, if a person, whether they are older or they are younger or they are relatives or whoever they are, whether they are teachers or pastors, we cannot trust anyone. Okay? And sometimes when the devil wants to do something, he can pretend to be someone, to be a friendly person. They can, buy you gifts. Okay? Do not fall in their traps. Right? Do not fall in their traps. Nowadays, it is either you get pregnant or you get HIV/AIDS. Are we together? Yeah, so it is good to learn to take good care of yourself. And if anything happens, if you notice someone is, like touching you inappropriately, just go and report, okay? And I said it doesn't matter who it is, who ata kama ni nani, just go and report, okay? Yeah, because it is not good. Are we together? So we are good about that. Up to there, we are good. Any question?
Okay, I've just remembered something.
Yeah.
When you're about to get married, you have to do a VCT test first. Yeah.
Well, that was little to say. So, can you finish?
When you're about to get married, you have to do a HIV test.
Yeah.
To see whether you're positive or negative.
Oh, yeah. It is very, very important.
Oh, and can I ask, if you're positive, what does it mean?
That you already have that disease, HIV.
And what if you report early?
Yeah, that is why we said.
No, like if you report early, will you still have that HIV, or they can treat it mapema ikuto?
Yeah, there are some drugs that they give people. You take for a certain period of time, so that if the person who raped you had that bad virus, it can be even some medicines to make it not to get you into your system.
So if it gets into your system, it's like uko nayo kabisa.
Yeah, after 72 hours, you have it, and it's there to stay.
If you report early, unaweza tibiwa na unaweza pona.
Yeah, before 72 hours, haita kupata. You just keep quiet without reporting, and maybe the person who did that evil action to you had some virus. You fear to mention, you fear to report. You go past 3 days, you're done. We are good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've learned a lesson.
Eh?
I've learned a lesson.
Yeah.
What
It's
have
not
you learned?
good to hide.
Yeah.
Yeah. And mostly the people who do rape and sodomy, most of them, they are family members.
Yeah.
Your cousins, your uncles, your what, those are the worst.
The person who is close to you.
The person who is close to you.
Yeah.
So that's why you should be very careful. If someone is doing something that is so weird, you
Okay,
have to
but
report.
what if the person you trust rapes you?
Yeah, you report.
You report to
No,
somebody
the
else.
person you trust, who you keep on reporting the messages, reporting the nini of who did this to you, who did that. What if that person rapes you?
If the person that you trust rapes you, look for another person. to report it to. Yeah, don't die just because.
cannot die.
Yeah, if it is at home, and if you no longer trust any of your parents, when you go to school, look for a teacher who you feel like you can be open to. Just report it, okay? Yeah, but don't keep quiet. Sawa sawa.
Yes.
Don't and never ever keep quiet, because there is if it happens and there is a way you can be protected, then you keep quiet, you will die just like that. But again, we say it is not the end of life. There are those, what do you call the drugs that people with HIV take?
I just
ARVs.
wait. You are told and I forgot.
Yeah, ARVs.
This.
ARVs.
Oh yeah, ARVs.
Yeah. So anyway, that one you will cover when you go back to school. Guys, I would like to hear from you. We start with who? Want to start? Why are you scared? No, I'm not going to ask another difficult question. If a time like now, your mom,
Yes.
like your mom and mom is you, what would you do?
I will tell my mom to be open.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so okay.
I will tell her to be open to me.
Yeah.
Like not to be afraid of me and tell me everything that comes her way. Anything bad.
Yeah. And you, Val?
Okay. Yeah, not to be afraid of me. Just to be open to me, to tell me anything when it goes wrong. Not to hide. And to tell me the truth always.
Lee, your mom today.
Okay. I tell my kids to be open to me,
Mhm.
not to be afraid of anyone,
Mm-hmm.
and to not to play with other people, not to take other things from strangers,
Mm-hmm.
not to go outside the gate.
I forgot.
Can I
one.
add?
Mm-hmm.
Not
Be
to
God-fearing.
Uh-huh.
yeah, to be God fearing and not to eat not to eat food from strangers.
Okay.
Because some of them come. Some of them.
If you are a mom already and God has blessed you with money and whatever you need in life, how would you treat your kids? Celine?
I was saying I would not spoil them too much because maybe one day would have come, God forbid, I would have lost all my property and then they were used to having everything. Then I wouldn't be able to provide for them anymore. They would run away from home. Some of them would have gone and start doing bad things. So it's not so good to spoil them too much.
Good. Yeah?
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't spoil them with some good stuff. Me, if I had my money, those things, I just give them those small things. I don't start with those laptops, iPhones, no, because I don't want them to get spoiled, but I want them to look good, but not spoiled. Because sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes some people, okay, they look good, they are rich, and they slay. Slaying is one thing that's bad. Slaying is bad. Because now, slaying ni kujiringa. Eh,
Kujiringa ni vibaya.
yeah.
Okay.
It's like you have all the things
Yeah.
that other people don't have. But what if the money is not there?
Mm-hmm.
Now they will have all the things that you don't have.
Lee?
I do not spoil them too much because one, they'd be spoiled. Two, they'd slay. Three, okay, yeah, just two reasons. Now, I wouldn't start big. I'll just start by a simple house, simple things like TV, internet, and one phone, one tablet for all of us.
Okay. And at what point would you buy them like phones, their own smartphones?
15 or 16.
Uh-huh.
15 or 16.
Lee?
When they're at least responsible enough to use the internet.
Yeah, when they're responsible enough, when they know that they shouldn't search bad things on the internet.
Okay.
When they are mature enough to know what is good and what is bad.
Good. Wow. Can you clap for yourselves? Lee and Val. Well, and also Celine. Whenever you need something, like you need something, you badly need something, and you ask your parent, especially your mom, you know she can afford to get you that thing, but she tells you, no, you can't get that. How is the feeling?
You feel so
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Siko ubaya, but
Wait, wacha tumaliza na Celine. You feel so irritated?
yeah, you feel like, why can't I have it? Like, you just feel like going, you hit the wall. One day I tried it, then I started. I cried. You like
Okay.
feel pain over
to be
here.
honest,
There is that potato that can't be swallowed.
Yeah.
to be honest, okay, to be
Okay.
honest,
And you, okay,
when
Val?
I ask for my mom something, then she's like, no, you're not going to have that, okay? Sometimes I go to my wardrobe, nafungua mlango, then I just start banging my head on it, and I sleep feeling pain. It's like there's like a big bump here. Wait, one time kulikuanga kumefura hapa. You remember that day? Na hii ni nini imefura hapa? Then I said, I don't know. It's because I banged my head.
Okay. And you, Lee?
Me, sometimes I feel like I want to jump up, down, punch the wall till I break it. And me when I just sleep, I'm just like,
Yeah,
man,
and
I can't sleep. I wake up, I start doing the motion again, I sleep.
And then,
when it's hard to take that feeling, you're just like on the bed, like just a statue that's it's like a doll.
and when you do something, and mom tells you something that you feel like, oh no, do you have that feeling like, if I were big, ningekutandika? Do you have that feeling?
To be honest, yes.
Yes.
Oh my god.
To be honest, ma'am, Sema, we are honest.
Yeah, we are honest.
To be honest,
Yes, sometimes.
Sometimes I'm like,
But see,
mom, if I were older than you, I would have slapped you. Your cheeks would have been toast bread.
sometimes I have that feeling, but when you tell me something cold, I feel like crying, putting my head in the fridge.
I'm like, mom, sometimes when you tell me that, okay, nasiko baya, I try to take that feeling back. So sometimes I'm like, mom, I wish if I were older than you, I would have slapped your cheeks. They will look like toast bread.
See, mom, and even sometimes I'm so
And you
sad, I just feel
tell
like
us how you
I am
feel.
so like, I feel like busting.
And my brain feels like a volcano shot.
Okay, and Celine?
Me sometimes always feel like my mom will be me, then maybe her. Then I just will be doing things. Sometimes I even feel like sleeping under the bed.
Okay.
Okay, let me tell you something. And even Lee, even you, even Auntie, even Noel have never seen me do this before. When I'm angry, I go to the bedroom, I take my doll, then I start slapping it like it's you.
But
I'm like, mom,
does,
give me what I want. Where?
does that help you? Does that make you feel good?
Yeah, sometimes.
But
Even
when
it
you are-
brings the
but when you-
frustration out of me.
Hey. So thank you so much. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Val, and thank you, Celine. It was awesome to have you guys, and we pray that you are going to help so many parents to know what their kids know and what they don't know, because that gap, the age, they got so much in common. So in case you have a kid who is that from 8, let's say from 8 to about 12 years, you know how to handle them. So the reason I decided to do this is there is this time when I started noticing this. Whenever you are watching TV and there comes some kissing parts, I could see my son and daughter trying to cover eyes. How did they know that it is bad? How and why would they cover their hearts and not any other time apart from the kissing part? So I thought, well, I would like to know what they know and what they don't know, because I think we have assumed that teachers are, teaching them and training them about what to do. Somehow we as parents have failed in a way. So I decided to do this, and that is why I did this, and I hope that even myself, from what I have learned from them, I will know how to handle them. I will know how to be taking them. And another thing, just to know that kids also have their emotions, they have their low moments. It will help me as a person, me as a parent, me as a mother, to handle them, and at least to be, a little cautious, a little sensitive even when correcting them. So it was a good interview for me, and I hope it's gonna help you too. So God bless you. See you next time.
Hi guys, my name is Grace Tuko, and today I'm so grateful. I've learned a lot with the kids. There's so much that I didn't know from them. There are so many things I didn't know that they know, and actually they know. So that's a challenge to us parents. We don't assume that maybe there's something they know and they don't know. So it's good to hear from them and be friends with your kids, because when you're friends with your kids, they can be able to open up and tell you what they go through, their low moments, the things they've enjoyed, and maybe what they are looking forward to in life. So as parent, maybe this is a good program for you. Maybe you can join us, and we want to hear what your kids have in store, or maybe what different they want you to create. Thank you, and